I've had to learn about actually what these people were doing to me. Like, I didn't even know the half of it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to your LolCow News Network. Now, of course, I'm your beautiful host, Anchorman Sam, and well, today we're going to be covering someone new. Now, I first discovered this individual while just wide awake at 3 a.m. browsing TikTok because I couldn't sleep and I had nothing better going on. Today, we're going to be looking into Lauren Z. And Lauren has quite the claim that, if true and can be substantiated, is definitely going to be pretty wild, but I severely doubt that she's actually going to be able to prove any of her claims, and, well, I can't really do anything but just show you all the videos because as this saga goes on and continues, it just gets a little bit more crazy and unhinged, and I can't wait to see where this goes. Now, for some reason that I cannot comprehend, Lauren believes that Rihanna, the singer, has a retired FBI agent following her around. Now, look, obviously, if you commit a bad enough crime, the FBI, they are going to follow you, keep tabs on you, and just, see what you're doing, see if they can catch you committing crimes to get evidence and build a case. Here's the real question. Why would the FBI be in Canada? That's right, people. She lives in Canada. So I'm equally as confused on where her logic is coming from, but let's continue on and see what all she has to say.
Hi, my name is Lauren Zagaric, Lauren Z on Facebook. I have no other options right now but to start posting my story because I am scared that I might be killed. I've been hearing, getting downloads from my higher self that maybe nobody is even coming because I've reached the FBI from LA, there's a couple people there who have been stalking me for Rihanna, of all people. Rihanna, the one who was in my past life and was supposed to help me. Okay, I know it sounds all like crazy, but this is true. Joe Stewart from the FBI, the retired guy, has been staying at the Quality Inn right next to my hotel. And he's been stalking me. He's been sending me spell work. Just the other day, he walked down the street with a pistol in his hand, with a gun in his hand. I've messaged CSIS. I called the FBI. They laughed and hung up on me. I've messaged the FBI many times, and
That's right, everybody. You heard it here first. She downloaded information from her higher self, which I still don't know what she means by that. But also, I guess according to her, Harry Potter works for the FBI because they're sending spell work at her. And, I mean, she pointed out that the agent she alleges was following her had a gun. I mean, I guess if you want to get technical about it, a gun can be a spell. I cast pew pew.
And I've gotten no response. I've also messaged the CIA, and for some reason it sounds like they're speaking to me in my head, but I don't know if that's I don't know if that's actually like who it is, or if they've just been like watching me, because I woke up today. It was all supposed to go down yesterday. I woke up today and nothing again.
Hey everybody, this is Sam real quick. Just wanted to go ahead and thank the partner of today's video, W Energy. Go ahead on over to W Energy and use code LNN to get 10% off your order. Thank you again to W Energy for partnering with us here at LolCow News Network.
Well, I started to get this really bad feeling like nobody's coming, like the CIA has not taken does not want to take this because of how big it is, because that would be up the FBI, that would be all this and that. But I mean, I'm scared. So Joe Stewart from the FBI, that retired guy, he's in Winnipeg. Okay, Sean Cox, the lightweight boxer from Barbados, who Rihanna knows, who was the first one to send me spell work, he came and stayed at the Quality Inn this past summer, and he was supposed to kill me. But apparently my spirit team did quite a fucking number on him when they came. They made him tase himself. They gave him all sorts of messages, you know, like they were getting like, wow, like bad, because they were trying to send me spell work at the same time, and all that spell work probably went right back to them. But anyways, they took off. Now apparently Sean Cox from Barbados might be missing, but anyways, that's for anybody to look up, and I don't care who. I know people know about this from LA who are in Rihanna's circle, so you know, I hope this gets out to everybody, because I don't know, if I get killed, it's those people.
Now look, it's very obvious Lauren clearly has some issues going on with her mental health, and if you are having any kind of issues, please do seek help. I promise you there are plenty of people out there that actually do want to help. But Lauren here has went from mental health crisis to full-on tinfoil hat. She really thinks that, you know, the CIA, the FBI, Rihanna, and I guess Harry Potter are trying to attack her spiritually. And then, you know, the end of that video where she mentioned that agent was getting all messed up by her spirit team because he tased him. That right there comes across to me as and then everybody stood up and clapped kind of moment.
Say that for the camera, there's nothing to investigate.
Can you also put on there that this is involving the FBI, the CIA, and Rihanna, the singer?
Yes.
Can you please put that on there also?
That there is nothing to investigate.
That this was in regards to your previous life involving Rihanna.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, yep.
That there is nothing to investigate regarding the FBI, the CIA, and Rihanna in your past life.
Okay, well, I made a call to the CIA, okay? The FBI has been staying over there, and I have a picture of him. Joe Stewart, if you want to see the comparison of pictures from his LinkedIn to his fucking... do you want to see it?
The FBI is staying there.
Do you want to see?
That was actually the video that got me started down this rabbit hole, and you can even hear it in the cop's voice. He just sounds completely done and over with it. It sounded to me like he's probably dealt with Lauren a few times in the past and is just over her and whatever's going on with her.
So, as you can see, I've made several calls to the Winnipeg police. I've made several messages to the FBI, the CIA. I've made one to CSIS, and nobody believes me. I know people from Rihanna's circle know about this. I know that she has dealings with the FBI, and they have come out to Winnipeg to essentially gang stalk me. And nobody really seems to believe this. I'm getting this out because I'm sick of sitting around doing nothing and being told by law enforcement that there is no case, that I'm bullshit, that they don't believe in psychic attacks or spell work or anything. They don't believe in any of this. So, you know, this is what I've been told to do by my spirit, is just continue to post things about this, so to make it aware, for the whole world to be aware that if I do get killed, then that this was all because of Rihanna, Bobby, all these other people I have mentioned in my messages to the FBI.
Now, real quick, just to give you kind of an idea, for those of you that may not know what gang stalking is, typically it's tied in with a lot of psychological disorders, and it's a delusion that someone's being prosecuted, typically by a government agency, and they start sending out gangs of people to kind of follow you around and mess with you to keep you from living your day-to-day life. Again, typically gang stalking is also hand in hand with psychological disorders. Now, I even said earlier in the video, to me this comes off as someone who is having a severe mental health crisis, but this also could be someone who is dealing with a horrible addiction-related issue. It's kind of hard telling which is going to be which on this, but hopefully, no matter which one it is, she is able to get it under control.
I have posted many posts on Facebook regarding my story that Rihanna did not want to get out in regards to our past lives. This has been a long time coming. I've been getting spell work for a year, and so many things have happened. I have been documenting it in my journals, and I have about 70 pages worth of writing that I would like that if anybody would want to see it, to please get in touch with me. You know, like I don't know what else to do here. You know, any private investigators wanting to try to help me, you know, that would be appreciated, because this is getting out of hand. Joe Stewart from the FBI, who is retired, who is now a private investigator, has been staying at the Quality Inn near my house at on Pemina, and he's been stalking me, and I have his picture. I have my friend's account of us seeing him at 7-Eleven the other day, and so there's more than one witness to all this, and you know, I know for a fact that I can get more witnesses, as in some of my friends have been told to get information from me, like Harley Johnson and you know, other, like, it doesn't matter, but all I'm saying is that this is one story that, yes, it does sound unbelievable, but I'm telling you that there are people out there that know this is true. They know this is true. They know that I've been trying to get this story out, and so many people are trying to block it, to trying to make it not come out. And it's basically like, you know, like the chosen one kind of thing, where, you know, like I can't even explain it, but it's like the more that, you know, more that I try, the more that people are trying to bring me down for some reason. I don't know, but it's like, when you go to the police, I don't know how many times did I go, 4 times to the Winnipeg police. You know, I've sent countless messages to the FBI, and I don't know if I have to start calling different offices of the FBI. I've only called the LA office, but I tried the CIA, and still nobody is believing me, so I don't know what to do.
If you guys noticed as well, this is the second time now that it's been referred to as her past life with Rihanna. That raises a whole bunch of other questions too, like, okay, was she actually involved with the singer in the past? Or, again, is this just someone who's dealing with a very severe mental health crisis, finally starting to kind of crack, and it really is hard telling. But then she starts talking about spell work, and it's like, oh, yep, nope, she's just crazy. That's all it is. At least that's all I think it is. If anyone else in the comments knows more, let me know. But to me, this honestly really seems like she may have paranoid schizophrenia, especially because of all the gang stalking claims and everything like that. But also, again, what does she think the FBI or the CIA are going to be able to do in Winnipeg? That's completely out of their jurisdiction, because it's out of their country. The only time that federal agents like that go into other countries is if they have a specific purpose. And so far, she has presented zero evidence to substantiate her claim. Now, some of you might be wondering, Sam, why are you throwing things up as well that don't have any audio? Well, part of that is because if for some reason TikTok takes this channel down, or if Lauren takes it down herself, I want this all to be documented. And if you look at the photos there in that screenshot, it's very clear that the gentleman she's trying to claim is Joe Stewart. That's not Joe Stewart. I can tell you that right now. You can look at their faces and tell that is not the same person.
I've been sitting here trying to figure out what the fuck to do. Because it was very clear from earlier this afternoon that the Winnipeg police do not believe me. They, out of the 4 times that I've called them, this last time was probably the worst, in which they were actually making fun of me, telling me that they were going to put a big black guy at the end of my street to watch me. I don't know what kind of police is going to say that and giggle about it. But, you know, that's Winnipeg police for you, I guess. And then when they got here, there was 3 of them. The 2 young guys, I mean, I knew I wasn't going to get anywhere with them. But the old guy, I was like, maybe, because he was looking around and he was kind of thinking about it, about my story and whatnot. And I was like, okay, what if I have this picture of this Joe Stewart that I took at the 7-Eleven the other day. I said, what if we go over to the Grand Hotel or the Quality Inn and we ask the front desk if they have this person working there, staying at the hotel. Because they apparently went over there and asked the hotel, oh, do you have Joe Stewart staying here? And no, we don't. Okay, that's fine. Do I believe that they did that? Probably not. But anyways, I said, hey, why don't we go and do this? I have this picture. Let's go and fucking ask them. They wouldn't even do it. So, just goes to show how much the police...
Is it just me, or is she like a more deranged female Cyrax, but as a Trailer Park Boys character? Am I the only one seeing this here? Let me know in the comments. But one thing I want to point out too, she stated when she spoke to the Winnipeg police, they said they were going to put a... I'm recording this, I can't say it with a straight face. They said they were going to put a large black man at the end of her street to watch her. I don't know how it is over in Canada, but here in the US, you can typically get copies of those calls. So I would absolutely love to get a copy of that call. If anyone in the comments can somehow pull that off, hit me up on Twitter, please. I would love to hear that call because it just sounds absolutely just completely deranged and psychotic, and I need to hear this call. Now, another point of interest, she brought up, when the cops were there, she offered to show them the picture of the guy and wanted to go to the hotel he was allegedly staying at, and this, that, and the third. Here's the thing. They're not going to do that. And the reason is simple. If some person showed up at your hotel with a picture of you saying, is this person staying here? They might be wanting to know that because they may have the intent to bring you some kind of physical harm. And unfortunately, with what Lauren has displayed, I could very well see her doing that.
If I could just talk to somebody who would actually take me seriously, who would actually listen to me from like beginning to end, my whole story, because I have like 70 pages of journal entries going back from over a year ago. Like 70 type pages, and then I have more like that are written that will clearly tell you the whole story. It will show you what has been going on. I'm still writing it. It is still a work in progress. And see, nobody wants to take this on for some reason. I don't know why, but 333 on the clock tells me that I'm on the right track, and just pray that maybe somebody who is interested in being a private investigator, like say what do they call those ones, those lawyers that work for nothing, GoPro, or not GoPro, like I can't remember the word, but a private investigator that works for nothing, for just like shits and giggles, or whatever the hell the case is. Like maybe once this case does get blown wide open, then they'll see there is money that should be coming to me, and they will get paid. So maybe a private investigator who like that will come rescue me.
That really did give off the same energy as Cyrax going on live and begging for an out-of-state lawyer to try to help him for whatever reason. Again, it's very clear there's something going on in her head. Gears ain't turning right. Something's going on. And one thing too, if you notice, if you want to go back and listen, she was slurring her words around quite a bit, which kind of leads into my theory that I was saying earlier, that it very well could just be that she's got some addiction issues, and depending on what you're addicted to, it can very easily send someone into a state of psychosis. For example, I remember when I was a kid, I used to hear this story all the time about a gentleman who was running from the police. He had like a brick of coke in his pocket. He didn't know it had a tear in it. He jumped into a pool and it absorbed into his skin, making him think he was a glass of orange juice, so he had to sit up constantly, even when he slept, because if he laid down, he thought he would spill and die. So, depending on what someone likes, it can very much so put you into a state of psychosis. And I really do think that might be the case here, that she is in a drug-induced psychosis, which is extremely sad to see. But let's see, though. Let's see if Lauren can actually substantiate her claims that the FBI is gang-stalking her for Rihanna.
To let everybody know how I'm doing today. Doing a lot better than I was yesterday. I'm sorry. I'm so tired lately. But I had called the CIA after realizing that the FBI was lying to me about this open investigation they had. As Joe Stewart would, he's retired from the FBI, but whatever. He was the one that Rihanna sent to come here and do all this. But anyways, so I knew I could not trust the LA office, the FBI LA office. So I decided to call the CIA. Now that was the last 2 days. I guess that would be yesterday, the day before. I was trying to deal with them. And it seems like nothing came about. I was actually getting some downloads that it's not looking good for me. Like, I need to do something else because the CIA might not be very interested in this, and that I should try to call another office of the FBI. So this is what I've done. I called the Washington office of the FBI, and this is the first time that anybody's actually spoken to me with some semblance of respect to my story. And I don't know if they're getting tips from, people who know about the story from LA, from Rihanna being a big mouth, and, because I know Rihanna's friends know what's going on from LA, and a lot of them have turned on her. But, and I just hope that those people who were at the very end rooting for me, I hope that they still are, because this is not ended for me yet. I'm still dealing with it, and there's an FBI that has been stalking me outside my house for months now, sending me spell work and all sorts of shit. So I got a close-up picture of him, which was great. And I called the Washington FBI office, and the woman on the phone was actually quite accommodating, and she was very nice, and she took down my information, and it wasn't a long conversation, but I mean, at least she didn't act like the FBI LA office, who, when I called, the second I said Rihanna, they hung up on me. Like, literally just, like, hung up. And I called 3 times, and each time I would say spell work or Rihanna, I would get the, yeah, okay, thanks for your call, goodbye now. And so I don't know. I guess the smartest thing for me to have done was to call a different office, which I did, and I got a good reception. And the woman there said, actually, she's very sorry that I've called the police 4 times in Winnipeg. I've called the FBI like 3 or 4 times. I've called this. I've left online reports of this with the CIA 3 times. 3 times. And I still haven't gotten any call back, any nothing. But this morning was, the first time that it sounded positive. So I just have to pray, and even though it's felt like such a long time coming, but like, maybe it is finally turning around, where like karma, the wheels of karma are actually turning, and the people who have been wronged are going to be vindicated, and divine justice is going to prevail in these cases, and my truth will set me free. Me telling my story.
The funniest thing about this, in my opinion, is the fact that she said when she called the FBI field office in Los Angeles, and as soon as she brought up Rihanna or spell work, they tried to get her off the phone immediately or hung up on her. Here's the thing, they're going to sit there, they're going to listen to your claim. Whether or not they put any kind of report in just depends on if it sounds realistic or not. And I'm sorry, guys, but if I'm sitting here going, guys, Major Chilla, he's downloading Harry Potter spell work into my brain, you guys are hopefully going to be like, yo, Sam, are you good, dude? Like, what's going on? Because it's just not normal for someone to sit there and make those kinds of claims. And especially when you're bringing up your higher self, you're downloading information from your spirits and all this kind of crap. Of course, no one's going to take you serious because, well, that's tinfoil hat territory. I mean, come on. After all, we all know that tinfoil hats, they block out psychic Harry Potter attacks.
Hey everybody, so as I was getting ready in the shower to come to work, who shows up at my house but the police? And of course I didn't answer the phone because I was getting ready, but my dad did. And I guess the police decided to show up because somebody called them and told them that I am unstable and I need possibly to go see someone, like a doctor or some kind of thing, right? And I just find it really funny that the police are going to show up because somebody else calls them to get a wellness check on me. But the 4 times that I've gone to the police, the Winnipeg police here, for my own safety, they come and they talk to me like I'm a fucking mental case. Like I'm totally lying and I have no reason to believe any of what I'm worried about or calling about. This is what I'm talking about.
So, that's it, everyone. That is the adventures of Lauren Z so far. Now, around the time that I've recorded this, I have reached out to her to see if she might want to do an interview or make a comment, etc., etc., as well as, you know, those 70 pages. I mean, look, I'm just saying, I wouldn't mind getting my hands on those and reading through them myself. But anyway, guys, I will be keeping a very close eye on this individual because this is a situation I want to see where it goes. Is it going to get crazier? Is it going to calm down? We'll find out together. But anyway, guys, look, if you do like the video, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification, and share the video around. Share it around with mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, Jeff Goldblum. It really does help out the channel. As well, I do have a second channel, Anchorman Sam. Link will be in the description. And, you know, if you don't subscribe to that one either, then Rihanna's gonna hide under your bed and gang stalk you. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. This is Sam, signing off.